A beautiful mermaid falls in love with a boy at the beach and gets him with the help of two girls. Welcome to the quick movie recaps. Today, we'll show you a movie from 2006 titled Aquamarine. Spoilers ahead, watch out and subscribe. The movie starts with two best friends, Claire and Hayley. Hayley is about to move to Australia soon because of her mother's new job, and Claire doesn't want to miss the chance to spend these last few days with Hayley before she leaves the town. Claire is sensible but also naive and lives with her grandparents near the beach after the death of her parents. Hayley is daring and adventurous, but she doesn't want to move. It is summers in Bayrbridge and they're stalking a hot guy named Raymond who they have a crush on. Raymond is a lifeguard at the beach, but he doesn't notice them. A girl named Cecilia comes to the beach with her group of friends. Cecilia has always been successful in attracting Raymond, which makes Hayley and Claire upset. Hayley is facing some differences with her mother as she doesn't want to move to a new country. She gets into a fight with her mother and goes to have a slumber party with Claire. Hayley jokingly starts to pray to the ocean god for a miracle to happen to change her mom's decision. Suddenly, a huge storm comes over and causes so much destruction. The next day, when everyone is out to clean up the beach and pool, Claire and Hayley join them. Suddenly, Claire slips into the pool. She is scared of water, so Raymond jumps into the pool to save her. When Raymond takes her out, she tells everyone that she saw something in the water, but no one believes her. When Claire insists on Hayley, they go near the pool at night. They get scared and shocked to see a mermaid there because, like everyone else, they thought that mermaids didn't exist. The mermaid tells them that her name is Aquamarine. They promise her to come tomorrow and return home. The next day, they find out that the beach workers have emptied the pool and they get worried about the mermaid. Later, they find her in a cabin and see that Aquamarine is standing there on her legs. Hayley takes off her shirt to give it to the mermaid as she is wearing nothing. Aquamarine tells them that she can walk with her legs only in the daylight. Hayley and Claire take her to Claire's room and she is happy to walk on foot. Later, a shell on the table starts to shake. Aquamarine tells Claire and Hayley that it's a shell phone, an underwater phone. Her dad has found her with the help of crabs. After talking to her dad, Aquamarine tells them that she has 3 days to show his dad that true love exists because she wanted to have a love marriage and her family was forcing her to marry someone she doesn't like, and she ran off from her wedding. Then she points at a boy and tells them she likes him. Oh no, it is Raymond. After seeing Raymond, Aquamarine runs to meet him. Instead of saying hello, she asks him if he loves her. Oh boy, Raymond tells her that he finds her attractive and hot. Then he leaves with his friends. Claire and Hayley refuse to help her because they have a crush on him. But when Aquamarine tells them that they'll get a wish by helping a mermaid, they agree to help her. An old beach worker named Leonard, who no one really talks to, finds Aquamarine's necklace while cleaning the pool. Later, Claire and Hayley take Aquamarine for cycling outside Raymond's home. Aquamarine suddenly falls off the cycle and Raymond comes out to help her. He also puts a band-aid on her wound. Just then Cecilia shows up. Raymond tells Aquamarine to meet again and leaves with Cecilia. Claire and Hayley bring Aquamarine back home and makes her read many magazines about love life. At a carnival, Aquamarine successfully attracts him and he gives her a dolphin toy he won. Then they spend time together and talk a lot. Just when Raymond asks her out and Aquamarine sees that the sun is about to set and hurries to leave. She leaves with Hayley and Claire and they take her to a water tank to spend the night there. Claire and Hayley want Raymond to fall in love with Aquamarine to get the wish and ask for staying together forever. Next day, they take Aquamarine for shopping to buy her something to wear on her date with Raymond. They've become good friends. Aquamarine says that she forgot her earrings and tells that she wears loving starfish. They go to the sea to get them. Claire denies to go in, but Hayley goes to get it for her because if Aquamarine touches water during the day, her tail will come back. Dolphins come by at Aquamarine's summon and Hayley swims with them to get the starfish. Aquamarine tells Claire that she believed in love when she saw a couple over the sea. Claire gets to know that it was her parents. Aquamarine says Claire's parents would have wanted her to explore new things and enjoy life. Later, Cecilia's friends show up and tell them that Raymond is going with Cecilia and Aquamarine is disheartened and decides to go back. Hayley goes after her and Claire is finding Raymond. Hayley makes her believe that true love does exist, whereas Claire is at Raymond's where he's partying. When Claire asks her why did he do this to Aquamarine, he says that he did it because he was told that Aquamarine has a boyfriend. Cecilia made up that all of course, but before Claire could clear things up, Cecilia asks her friend to throw Claire into the water, making her cry and leave. Raymond goes after her, calms her down and goes to meet Aquamarine. Aquamarine in a bathtub, while Claire comes down there with Raymond, and Haley shows her legs to control the situation. Raymond goes to the balcony to wait. Later, Aquamarine goes to meet him in human form and he asks her to be her date. On the event day, Raymond is awestruck to see Aquamarine all dolled up, looking absolutely beautiful. He takes her with him and they spend a good time in a restaurant and dance. Oh no, sun is about to set. Claire and Haley have come to take Aquamarine. Raymond tries his best to stop her but she of course can't. Aquamarine kisses him after promising of meeting him the next morning. Cecilia and her friends follow them to the tank. After Claire and Haley leave, Cecilia goes to the tank while her friends have gone to the party in Cecilia's car. Cecilia finds out that Aquamarine is a mermaid and comes down after locking her. Later, she goes to the party and tells her friends that Aquamarine is a mermaid but no one believes her. Leonard hears them talking and finds a clue in the book that mermaids do exist. Haley thinks that she should support her mother and shift to Australia. But Claire and Haley get up fighting over her decision. Next day, Cecilia goes to her dad and misguides him that there's a girl in the water tank. Her dad is a news reporter, so he reaches down there with a rescue team. There's the media and rescue team trying to find her. The rescue team finds the dolphin toy that Raymond had given to Aquamarine but she's not there. Where did she go? Claire and Haley are so worried for Aquamarine. It turns out that Leonard saved Aquamarine and she grants him a wish. Haley and Claire reach the spot where Aqua and Ray are going to meet. Raymond is there and then Aquamarine comes. She again asks him if he loves her, to which he replies that he likes her and wants to spend more time before saying anything like that. Aquamarine is heartbroken. Meanwhile, Cecilia reaches there and pushes Aquamarine in the water. A storm comes because Aquamarine's father is pulling her back. Raymond runs to get his rescue board. Haley and Claire jump into the water to save Aquamarine. They use their wish saying that they want Aquamarine to stay. Aquamarine sees that they risked their life and now they've used their wish on her. They tell her that they love her and the storm ends. Aquamarine says that they proved to her dad that true love exists and it can be amongst friends as well. Aquamarine promises to visit them often and is about to leave. Just then Raymond shows up. Claire and Haley leave them alone. Raymond asks her for another date and she promises him to meet again soon. Raymond promises to wait for her and then they kiss. Later, Raymond comes and says thank you to Claire and Haley. He also kisses them on the cheek, making them blush and they excitedly hug each other. In the last scene, Claire shows respect for Haley's decision and they promise to stay best friends forever. If you want to watch more movie recaps like this one, consider subscribing to the channel. See you in the next video.